So over here we can see a simple pivot table which shows for each month the top performing rep and the total revenue they generated. Now the problem over here is that firstly it can be complex and overwhelming to see all this information on a month-on-month basis. What I would prefer to do is firstly work out who the top reps are. So is it the top 3, the top 4, the top 10 reps that I should be focusing on? And secondly, to roll it up to just get a single view of their contribution. Now the first thing I'm going to do is see the total revenue generated by these top performing reps. So I'm just going to create an indicator. And I'm going to call this total revenue for our top sales representatives. The next thing that I'm going to do is compare that revenue generated to revenue for all representatives. So I'm going to go ahead and over here I'm going to create a custom formula. And I'm going to use a function to include all of our sales reps. So I'm going to use the total sales for all sales represents, and I'm going to call this total sales and save it in my repository for later. Great. So what this is showing me is over here I've filtered to the top 5 representatives, just an example, and take the top 3. And I can see the top 3 sales reps generated $627,000 within $1.27 million. Now I can create a simple ratio to be able to follow this. So let's go ahead and add a new indicator. And again, I'm going to create an own formula. And what I want to see is, first of all, the sales generated by the top performing sales reps over the formula we created earlier, total sales. I'm going to save this as contribution to total sales. And what I'd like to do is see this actually as a percentage. So I'm just going to go ahead and configure it so it shows a percent. Great. Now what I can easily see now is very simply that how much contribution top performing sales reps contribute to the bottom line. Now I want to say my top reps should contribute at least 2/3 of the bottom line. So I think following the top 3 is a little bit low. So let's see if we follow the top 4. The top 4 contribute 63%, which is great, which is closer. And the top 5 contribute 73%. So out of my team of 30, I think we should focus on the top 5. And I'm going to now go ahead and summarize the data on the top for that basis. So for each month, I want to see total sales as well as the contribution to total sales for those top reps. Great. So now for each month I can easily see what I should be able to expect. I would expect to at least make sure that those top performing reps are contributing at least 70% of the bottom line. And if we're not getting close to those numbers, I would want to take that quite seriously and make every effort to boost the performance of my top reps.